Folks, so there's this guy in New York. His name is Chris Jacobs.
If an assault weapons ban bill came to the floor that would ban something like an AR-15, I would vote for it. So I want to be clear, I would vote for it.
And Chris Jacobs, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Today he has a little lesson for you. You ready? Wow, thank you so much, Bill. Well said. So we can just hop right into this. This guy's introduced a bill called the Federal Assault Weapons Licensing Act. And you may be wondering what it is. Well, he got one thing right. He made it pretty clear what the fuck he wants to do, minus the assault weapons part. From now on, when I hear the words assault weapon or see them, what I'm gonna think, just for all the news outlets out there and for everyone in Biden's administration, I'm gonna think all of the weapons that are used in assaults. No, most of them are not ARs. Most of them are not AKs. They're pistols. But most of the homicides and assaults with a weapon don't even have anything to do with guns. So what are we doing?
This week we passed on the floor another thing I talked about, raising the age for assault weapon bans to 21. We passed that this week. We also passed limiting the magazine size, which is other priority I said. I'm also working in a bipartisan way. Hopefully next week we'll be introducing legislation on body armor. The retired Buffalo police officer who was a security guard at the grocery store was not able to take down that shooter because that shooter had military grade body armor. I don't think anybody under the sun should be able to get that. There should be specific reasons. You're in law enforcement, you're security guard, so forth. If that person did not have body armor, Mr. Salter, that cop, would have been able to take him down.
Let me explain how stupid this is for these people. Let's say that you have a robbery problem going on in your neighborhood. Every single house got hit last week, and you're trying to solve the problem of why is this happening? Let's find the person. And instead of taking the security footage of one of the houses that got robbed, you just go straight to an old grandma that lives across the street, and you say, why are you robbing these houses? No, we don't have any facts that you did it, but why are you robbing these houses? That is what gun control is to a T. It's having no factual basis for putting it in place, but doing it anyways. Oh, there was a shooting last week. Oh, well, the farmer down the street, he shouldn't have an AR. He shouldn't have a pistol because there was a shooting down the street. Seriously, I mean, how stupid is this? Look, all the people who were for gun control, I legitimately want to know why. I will debate anyone on this channel who is for gun control. I don't care if you're Joe Schmo down the street or if you're Joe Biden. God, wouldn't that be fun having Joe Biden on here? Sir, first of all, why is your son not in jail for lying on a federal background check? Oh, well, I need some ice cream before I answer that question. So this is what this guy said after he introduced this bill. My hope is that I'm putting forth a compromise idea. Okay, we'll just stop right there. Is there anything in our Second Amendment where it says we can compromise on this? No? Okay. Just checking. My hope is that I'm putting forth a compromise idea that would be very substantive and make a big beneficial impact on trying to significantly curtail what we don't want to see again. What we saw here in Buffalo. And he's talking about the idiot who went into the supermarket and shot a bunch of people. I'm just curious, y'all talk about the once in a blue moon instances. Why don't you talk about all the shootings that go on in your major cities? We need to address the crime problem. There are a lot of gangsters and drug dealers who are shooting each other every night when kids are driving down the road with their parents. When's the last time you heard a gun control person talk about that? Would never be a good answer? Here's a little more. Under Jacob's proposal, people who currently own such semi-automatic weapons, good, you got the wording right, will be allowed to keep them, no questions asked. I really doubt that, but if that's true and you want a semi-automatic rifle, I recommend that you go get one now, because any bill that is introduced, especially after the new federal gun laws that just passed, that we thought never in a million years would, any of these can pass. There's gonna be a wild card here and there, and we don't know what it's gonna be, so be prepared. Here's a little more. Under Jacob's bill, the process of buying a semi-automatic weapon could take up to 30 days. Oh, that's nice. What if you go in to buy a semi-automatic rifle and China invades us the next day? You still want that 30-day waiting period? No, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want every of-aged man to get out there and handle business. And this is my favorite part. Maybe there is another way of achieving this that would be more acceptable to those right now who are not willing to support a ban. So instead of banning semi-automatic rifles, you want us to wait 30 days to get one. Do you know what that's called? That's called an infringement. Do you wait 30 days to get your dry cleaning? Do you wait 30 days to get a haircut? No, you don't. So why would an American who has no criminal record, who can legally own a gun, why do they have to wait 30 days to be able to protect their family? Why do you get to choose what kind of firearm they are allowed to protect their family with? Any argument of gun control, it can be broken in 2 seconds. So let's stop. Focus on shit that's going wrong in this country. Because God forbid if it ever happens, if we ever get invaded, you are going to want every of-age male to get on that line and fight for this country.